9th. How are you all? Class 9th. Hopefully this is going to be the last video of commercial studies, because hopefully we will be starting with our summer break soon, right? So this is going to be last video before vacation. So it is going to be a summer break for you, and as I have told you earlier also, that summer break doesn't mean that you will just break everything. You will break your schedule, you will break your routine of studying, of doing the homeworks and everything, right? If it is a summer break, it has to be a productive one, it has to be a good one. It should not be like you're wasting your time on unnecessary things. It shouldn't be like that you're wasting your energy on the things that you are not supposed to. Just 24/7 you are playing some sort of games on your mobile phones or on the laptops, which are not giving you any knowledge and which are not giving you any information. I want you to invest your time, I want you to invest your energy into something which is very productive and which is very skillful, you know, that you learn something new. When we meet, then you have the answers to my questions, that what did you do in your summer break. So you should have the answers that, ma'am, I did this, I learned this thing, I learned cooking, I learned doing something household chores. So I want you to do all these activities, and I do not want to hear that, ma'am, I was getting up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and then I slept at 2 o'clock in the night, and that's why I didn't get any time to do any sort of activities. I don't want that, and I really don't want you to do such things which spoils your body, which spoils your mind, which spoils your mental state, right? Because if we do not give good food to our body, what it happens, it gets weak, it gets bad, okay? Your immunity, it gets down. So it's in the same manner, if we don't give good food to our mind, if we don't give good knowledge, good information to our mind, what will happen? Our mind will also just, the immunity of our mind will get down, our mind will get weak, it will stop working, it will stop thinking, right? So do something which is very interesting according to you, not according to me. According to me, anything can be interesting which is not interesting to you. So do anything which is very interesting to you, do anything which is very nice for your body, which is very nice for your brain, which is good for the members also, right? So do this thing. And then secondly, assignments, don't forget them, right? Do your assignments properly, send them proper mail ID with your proper name, with the proper ID, right? You will be judged on the assignments that you are doing. The assignments, they do contain marks, they have marks, they will be given for your better performance, they will have a value, they are not waste. These things that we are doing is not a waste, they will be counted, right? So if you want to improve your position, if you want to improve your percentage, if you want to have marks, if you want to get good marks, start sending the assignments. This break is just for that you will do the assignments in a proper manner, in a proper method, and you will send it to the respective teachers, right? Now, getting back to the topic, we have finished with our 3 chapters, with the 4 chapters actually, right? And not 4, actually we have 5 chapters, and the 6th that is running is partnership, right? So we are going to continue the chapter partnership, and we did merits and demerits of partnership, right? Now we will do partnership deed or partnership agreement. Now what is this partnership deed or agreement? Now see, I told you that we have a partnership deed, or it is also known as agreement, right? I told you that we have a partnership deed and we have a partnership agreement. Now what is this partnership deed and partnership agreement? Now see, a partnership can be formed only through an agreement between two or more persons. As I told you that a partnership deed or an agreement is what? It is a compulsory, it is compulsory contract. Okay, it is very compulsory contract, because if you do not have registered, if you have not registered yourself under the partnership deed, or if you do not have any agreement, you might face difficulties, and it might be possible that your partnership firm is not registered. You will not be able to register your partnership firm, your partnership company or organization, right? So therefore, it is very important that you have to file or sign or come through a contract or deed, which is your partnership deed or partnership agreement, right? Now, a partnership deed usually contains the following details. Now, what are the following details of this partnership deed? They are that name of the firm is there, what is the name of your company, then name of the firm's business, that what is the name of the firm's business, what is the name of your business, the principal place of business. Principal place means which way, what is the place of the business, where your business will start, where you will work, your office will be situated in which location, right? The names and addresses of the partners, the names and address of the partners should also be there. That what is the name of the partner, what is the address of the partner, duration of partnership, how long your partnership is going to last, is it for 1 year, is it going to last for 3 months or 6 months, etc., right? The amount which can be withdrawn by each partner, what is the limit that your partner is free to withdraw the amount, how much amount will he be able to withdraw, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, according to that agreement, right? So all these things are written in this partnership deed or in the partnership agreement, right? Then we have this registration of partnership. Now what happens is that registration of partnership firm is not legally compulsory. See, there is though the registration of the firm is not legally compulsory, like it is not compulsory that it has to be registered legally, but the Partnership Act 1932 provides that if the partners so desire, they may register their firm with the registrar of firms of the state in which the partnership firm is situated. Like, it is not compulsory though, but for safe side, to avoid any misunderstandings, to avoid any any conflicts, it is better that you register your partnership firm, and you can register your partnership firm under the Partnership Act 1932, right? Now, procedure for registration. Now, there is a little procedure for the registration that you have to follow. Now, what it can be? It can be that you have to. There is a particular like there is a form in which your necessities, your informations are mentioned, and you have to just simply fill those information. Now, what information it can be? It can be name of the firm. It can be the principal place of the business, as I told you. Name of the partners, the date when each partner joined the firm, then name in full and permanent address, duration of the partnership. So this is what happens under the registration. Now next we have is types of partnership. Now there are types of partnership. First type of partnership is general partnership. Okay, so this is what? This is types. It is general partnership. Now what is this general partnership? Now see, in a general partnership, the liability of each partner is unlimited. Over here, the liabilities are unlimited. Over here, the liabilities are unlimited, right? It means that the firm's creditors can realize their dues in full form any of the partners by attaching their personal property in the firm's assets are found to be inadequate to pay off in its debts. Unlimited means that if the partner does not have sufficient amount of money to pay the debts means udhar, to pay the debts of the other person, that what he can do is that he is fully liable to sell off his personal property to pay off those debts. Clear? Right? So this is what? This is general partnership. Next is partnership at will. Second is partnership at will. Now partnership at will, what does it mean? See, it is a partnership formed for an indefinite period. The time period of or the purpose of the firm is not mentioned at the time of its formation. It can continue for any length of time depending upon the will of the partners. It can be dissolved by any partner by giving a notice to the other partner of his desire to quit the firm. Now partnership at will. Will means wish. Right? Will means wish. Wish means that the partnership can come to an end if the partner wants to. If the partner is willing to bring the partnership to an end, or if he doesn't want himself to be a partner further anymore, then he can bring the partnership at end. He can end the partnership at form. Right? Then third one is particular partnership. Particular partnership. Now what is this particular partnership? Now it is a partnership formed for a specific time period or to achieve a specified objective. It is automatically dissolved on the expiry of this specified period or on the completion of the specific purpose for which it is formed. Particular partnership, as the word itself says, particular. Particular means a specific time period for a particular period. The partnership, this type of partnership is for particular time period, right? It is for a specified time period, and after that period is over, the partnership it actually dissolves itself, right? Next, we are going to do types of partners. Next we are going to do types of partners. Now the first type of partner is active or working. Right? It is active or working partner. Now from the word itself it is clear that such a partner contributes capital and also takes an active part in the management of the firm. Now he is the one who takes all the decisions and he is the one who is actively participating in the firm. So therefore he is known as active partner or he is known as working partner because he is doing all type of works in the firm. Then next we have a sleeping partner or dormant partner. Right, next is sleeping partner and dormant partner. So what is sleeping and dormant partner? See, a sleeping partner simply contributes capital. He does not take any active part in the management of the firm. He shares his profit or losses, he shares in the profit and losses of the firm. His liability for the firm that is unlimited. He is not known as the person who deals with the firm. Now, sleeping and dormant partner, as the name itself justifies, that sleeping partner is a partner who does not sleep. But what is the meaning of sleeping? When a person is asleep, when a person is sleeping, what he does? He just takes breath, right? He just takes breath. He is not conscious. He is not doing any work. He is not talking. He is not laughing. He is not doing anything. But what is important is that he is just inhaling and exhaling. So inhaling and exhaling over here in the partnership means that he is just putting in his money. He is just contributing the capital. He is just contributing the money in the firm, in the partnership, and he is just taking his losses and he is just enjoying his profit, right? Other than that, he is not doing anything. He is not taking any decision. He is not interrupting in the decisions. He is not working. He is not doing anything except contributing money. Next, we have a secret partner. Next is secret partner. This type of partner contributes capital and takes an active part in the management of the firm's business. He shares in his in the profits and losses of the firm, and his liability is unlimited. However, his connection with the firm is not known to the outside world. Secret partner, as the name itself says, a secret partner means the partner is secret. He does everything, he will contribute, he will do all the activities, but his identity will not be revealed to the outside world, right? His identity will be kept secret. Next is partner in profit, right? Next is partner in profit. So I'm just explaining you because it's not that much important. Partners in profit means that if the profit will be there in the firm, then only the profit will be enjoyed by this partner, this type of partner. Otherwise, he is not entitled to the losses. He is just entitled to the profits of the firm. The next we have is partners, minor as a partner. Now, minor as a partner means a person who is 18 years or who is below 18 years, right, and he is contributing or he has a certain share in the company, though he will not be entitled for any government risk, any government liabilities, any government decisions and any government's punishment, but he will be acting as a partner, and therefore he is known as minor as a partner. Next, I am going to tell you that what is nominal. The next partner is nominal partner, right? Nominal partner. Now see, such a partner neither contributes capital nor takes part in the management of the business. He does not share in the profits and losses of the firm. He only lends his name and reputation for the benefit of the firm. The nominal partner is a partner who just nominates himself for the promotion or for the goodwill of the company. He will not take part in any of the decisions. He will not take part in any of the profits. He is not going to take part in any of the losses. But he is going to be there just because he has a good name, he has a good reputation, and for a good reputation and good name, he is contributing his name for the benefit of that partnership firm. So these were the types of partners, right? Now these were the types of partners. There are so many types of partners. There are like at least we have 8 types of partners in the book. So we are not going to do all of them because we have done just that which is important to us, right? Now this chapter, it finishes over here, right? We have done almost all the 6 chapters we have completed till date, and the 6 chapters, which means we'll be having around 8 assignments. You will be having around 8 homeworks to do to prepare, right? And I really want and I really wish you to please do these homeworks, do these assignments, because these are very important. And do not take it just as a joke. Do not take it as a formality that okay, I just have to do it, so I'll not watch the video or something like that. If you haven't watched the videos, it's not my bad, it is going to be your bad, because you are not going to understand anything. Just doing the homework doesn't float your boat. If you are not watching the videos, it's your bad, because it's you who is losing the knowledge, and it is you who is losing the information about the chapters that you have in the book, right? Now, assignments done, you have to do them and you have to send them, right? And whatsoever the information about anything you want, you can just mail me. I will contact you. Have proper IDs, have proper names, mail me through proper names, mention your class, mention your name, and then I will reply to you. I am not going to reply to any of the IDs which says so and so XYZ gaming zone, XYZ this and that. I don't know what funny and such names you have that I don't even remember it right now, right? So this finishes the chapter, this finishes the video, and if there is summer break, then we'll catch up after the summer break. Till then, take care, bye bye, stay safe, stay home, and enjoy your summer break to the fullest. Goodbye.